Khamenei orders attack on Israel. Netanyahu prepare for all scenarios. Tensions in the Middle East are rising once again. As Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei recently ordered an attack on Israel, that Iran's military action was imminent, caused great alarm in the Israeli government, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that he would prepare preparations for it. This incident is likely to further worsen instability in the Middle East region and is raising concerns in the international community. Khamenei's attack order. In a recently released speech, Khamenei ordered Israel's military operations are related to Iran and Iran. He stressed that it was considered a provocation against its allies. He warned that Iran would never remain silent in the face of Israeli attacks, emphasizing Iran's military power and solidarity with the resistance. These remarks express unity within Iran and the will to respond strongly to military forces, and are significant in that Khamenei directly ordered military operations. Khamenei stated that he would use Iran's military assets to retaliate against Israel, signaling that Iran's military power cannot be ignored. He added that he would increase pressure on Israel through links with resistance groups such as Hamas and Hezbollah. Iran's military actions can be interpreted as going beyond and intended to change the political landscape of the Middle East. 2. Netanyahu's reaction. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu immediately reacted to Khamenei's remarks and stated that Israel would prepare for all possible scenarios. He said he would never ignore the military threat from Iran and would consider all options, including military action if necessary. Netanyahu emphasized that Iranian attacks threaten Israel's security, and pledged a strong response to Iranian military provocations. Israel is already strengthening its military readiness in response to Khamenei's remarks, and the Ministry of Defense and intelligence agencies are closely monitoring Iran's military movements. Netanyahu is carefully analyzing the movements of Iran's military assets and proxies, and is strengthening Israel's defense system. He is making military training and strategic plans in preparation for an Iranian attack, and is preparing for actual combat by inspecting fighter jets and missile defense systems. 3. Escalating tensions in the Middle East. Khamenei's attack order and Netanyahu's strong will to respond are reflected in the Middle East region, further heightening the tension of the conflict between Iran and Israel has a long history and complex background, and this incident can be interpreted as a signal foreshadowing a new phase in the conflict. Iran is likely to increase pressure on Israel through its collaboration with Hamas and Hezbollah, which could lead to a military conflict between Iran and Israel. In this situation, Israel is strengthening its military response and seeking ways to respond to Iran's military threat through cooperation with the international community. In particular, cooperation with the United States is expected to serve as an important element in Israel's military operations. Netanyahu is requesting the international community's support for Iran's attack, emphasizing that Iran's military actions threaten international peace and stability. 4. International community's concerns. Khamenei's attack order and Israel's community's concerns, giving birth. Tensions in the Middle East are already in an unstable situation, and a military also have major repercussions at a global level. Not only lead to regional conflict. In particular, if Iran's military provocations spread to other countries, there is a risk that this will further deepen instability throughout the Middle East. The conflict between Iran and Israel is closely related to Iran's nuclear program, which has emerged as a major concern for the international community. Iran's military actions are attracting more attention amid concerns that its nuclear program has military objectives. The international community must seek strong sanctions, and diplomatic solutions to Iran's military actions, and efforts are needed to prevent the escalation of conflict. Khamenei's order to attack Israel and Netanyahu's strong response are further heightening tensions in the Middle East. The conflict between Iran and Israel has complex historical background and political interests. And this incident heralds a new phase in the conflict. The international community is closely watching this situation and is at a point where it must seek a diplomatic solution. Can you please like and subscribe? I will do my best if you give me your precious subscription and like.